Hello, Guilders, and welcome in to Dungeon of the Mad Mage, Halaster's game. Episode 3, Beating the Beasts. Welcome in, everybody. Thank you so much for the support before the stream. Super appreciate all the Guilders coming out. Welcome in, everybody. I am joined by my fabulous cast for another fun evening of dungeon crawling, madness. So here we are. We're going to dive right on into it, but before we do so, I want to give my lovely cast the opportunity to talk about themselves, where you might be able to find them, starting with Gobloidus. Gobloidus, why don't you take it away?
Thank you, kind wizard. I'm Gobloidus. I use he, him pronouns, and I'm gonna be searching the dungeon with my friends today for treasure.
Beautiful. Next, Hex.
Yes, I am TheSeshCast. We play Hex Starchild, who is searching the depths of this dungeon for his family treasure. What's taken from his family, he must find it if he wants to reclaim their fame and fortune.
Along with the brother and the two children.
Huh? I mean, yes, of course.
What's the
One
heirloom?
of these days.
You go on. What were you saying, Rolf?
One of these days, Hex is gonna get trapped in a room by Halaster, and there's gonna be his long lost twin and his son and this random heirloom, and Hex, and because they're nothing. But for some reason, he's gonna have to pick one, even though they're all like.
What do you mean they're nothing?
Nothing.
This is why I've come down to this dungeon.
Definitely.
Can you describe the heirloom in fine detail, please?
Me and Mish are
yes.
having the same brain here.
Yes, my
bigger than
finest
us.
heirloom. A jade teapot covered in dragons of all kinds. It is said that if you pour it and prey upon a dragon, you will get any flavored tea that dragon would normally like. Taken in the night.
Still going. Okay, I'm still typing. Go ahead.
So I must find it. That is my sole purpose for coming down into this dungeon. Also the family stuff I said earlier.
Amazing. Yes, in search of many a thing in this here dungeon. Excellent. Next we have Melkiel.
Yes. So my name is MishroomSoup. I'm going to be playing Melkiel. He is here to help give these poor souls that are trapped down here, put them to rest and help them reach that nice resting place. That's essentially it. That's it.
Perfect. And last but certainly not least, Henrietta.
Hi, my name is Wherewolfbf. I use they, them pronouns, and I am playing Henrietta Alumax, the last of her line. She is adventuring down in the depths of the Undermountain to find incredible treasure to bring back to her, tavern inn and increase its prestigiousness. So that she can have the best in their line of inns across the Forgotten Realms.
Beautiful. Excellent. So let's just go ahead and dive on in. We talked a little bit before the game started. Werewolf, feel free to take it away with the recap.
All right, y'all. So last week on Dungeon of the Mad Mage, we were following our new friend Octarel, Octarel rhymes with Carl, who was working with Henrietta, his boss, and they were doing the whole fake vampire thing. And we had decided we were gonna go beat her up. And before that happened, Hex had a dream where he was interviewed by a unnamed faceless host who might have also been Halaster. And we tried talking shit to get Halaster to. I guess we don't know it's Halaster. It's an established adventure. Anyway, We were trying to get Halaster to bother us. It didn't work. So we go to Harry's bloody Monday morning meeting, and it super did not go well. She was rude, and Hex tried to make friends, and no one was friends, and then we just like beat them all up. Harriet was able to kind of animate a dragon skeleton, and we were able to take her down and thankfully not have to deal with that skeleton. Melkiel got these really cool bracer things that are the puppeteer's bangles, and then when we were leaving, we wandered into a room that was like a demi-plane of sorts, where we were able to get the second bronze mask. The illusion of the place shatters, and we know that we have 2 of the 4 we need to collect. And that's what we did last week on Dungeon of the Mad Mage.
Perfect. Excellent. Yeah, go ahead and take inspiration. Excellent. So with that, we find ourselves still in the dungeon proper. Y'all have just been shunted out of that funny little demi-plane. And y'all find yourself back in this corridor.
As we discussed, I do think that the other 2 masks are probably on this level. I'm interested in continuing to look up around this area, presuming that all of the spiders are dead, as we've been told. We have no reason to believe otherwise.
Yes, we
Any
were
thoughts?
very firmly assured that no spiders would be here. So I feel we can, walk about with our guard down and not anticipate any. I'm being sarcastic.
It's hard to tell
Please
with
don't.
you.
Please
You're
don't.
such a sincere person, and you do the deadpan delivery really well.
I decided to give humor a try, and I think it's simply not for me. Please, everybody, be careful.
Hey, you don't mind? I kind of got bit by the snakes. If we could take a breather.
Certainly.
You did get bitten by snakes, didn't you?
By snakes?
Yeah, when I
Yeah.
sat on the throne, the snakes came to life.
Oh, I forgot. Yes, that's right.
Yep.
Yeah, I wouldn't mind if we took a quick stop. This seems like I personally think this might be a nice area. It's a little off the path, and there's only one entrance.
That is true. We can take a little respite here.
Would everyone like a little song so they could feel a little better?
Yes.
I take out my flute, start to play for everyone. And we do the song of rest.
Perfect. Yeah. Feel free, everybody. The hour as y'all wait there, kind of camped out in the corner, having a little nosh, listening to listening to the nice music that Hex is playing. Y'all can feel free to restore with hit dice if need be, and take the other benefits of your short rest.
I'm literally playing the thong song.
Okay.
On the
What does
flute.
your Song of Rest do?
I just put it in the. in
Yeah,
the
perfect.
chat. But you'll get a few more. hit dice.
An extra D6. That's nice.
Yeah.
I'm feeling so much better.
Let me roll my extra D6.
Oh, and also, Stream Loot's cards are now active. Here we go.
I'm back up to full.
Woo woo.
So am I.
Me 3.
I don't think I got hurt. I didn't get hurt. Mel is just over there. He's just gonna put his hair in a braid for the hour. Just chill out for a little bit.
Just vibe. Listen to
What
the
is-
Bardics
thong
are
song.
Yeah, Bloodus wakes up. He's like, do 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 do.
Incredible. Yeah. So yeah, the hour passes. Y'all feel refreshed, relaxed from your naps and music. As y'all, stretch out a little bit and ready yourself for the dungeon.
All right. So, if we're going to be searching for these masks, should we attempt to go through each door as we go down this corridor, or should we start from the back and work our way back up?
Hmm.
All doors, any doors. Yeah, let's go.
I mean, we have these 2 doors here that might be options. At least we know those are closest.
There's actually 3 doors down this corridor. There's the 2 to the north. There's the one to the north and one to the south, and then the far east is also a double door.
Oh yeah, I meant the 2 smaller doors. It feels like the one to the east might be a big door. So
It is
maybe do
literally
the 2
a big door.
small.
Yes.
Yeah, I was thinking do the smaller doors first. That feels a little less consequential of a decision.
Just double checking. There's nothing right here, right? This is just a piece of the.
Oh no, that's
I feel
a
suspicious.
that's a visual
Okay.
glitch. Yeah, that's hold on, I'll clean that up.
Gotcha. Okay.
It's a little tricky for me to tell what is revealed and what is not on
Oh,
my
yeah.
end, so I didn't
Yeah.
even see
Just-
that little hangout.
Just make the whole map visible. It's that easy. We'll be good.
I think you just proved that we will not be good.
Yes.
All right. Well, worth a shot.
So yes, you see in betwixt 2 of these statues on the north and the south side, a couple of doors.
If Mel listens right here next to this door, can he hear any kind of movement, shuffling, monster noises?
Make me a perception check.
Hear the Minecraft zombie just go.
Oh no.
The spinning
Not
of a
the
spawner
Minecraft
box.
zombie.
Yeah.
14.
With a 14, it's almost imperceptible at first, but as you press your ear to the door, your keen hearing does pick up something from beyond the door. It's impossible to tell what exactly it is, but you do recognize that it is rhythmic, almost like pumping or beating coming from the opposite side of the door. And it takes you like a cool minute of like listening to the door to hear it. It seems like the door is quite thick.
Okay. Kind of like a something mechanical, rhythmic.
Through the door, it's too hard to tell.
Okay.
What do you hear? What do you hear?
There's definitely something on the end, but on the other end, but I don't know if it's organic or mechanical. It's some kind of rhythm, just going in a pretty smooth motion. It's not breaking, so I'm thinking maybe it's mechanical or a very strong person.
A dragon heart?
Probably not. Or if it is, it would still be attached to the dragon.
Well, we did just see a very dead dragon.
We did.
If
Just
there
see a
were any
very
place
dead
that
dragon.
someone had preserved a dead dragon's heart, this would be one of them.
I would be very concerned if it were still beating.
Oh, yeah. No, for sure. But, like, this place is magic, right?
True enough.
Very magic. Is this door locked?
Oh, if that's for me, are you trying the door handle, Gobloidus?
I want to look for traps.
Sure, go ahead and make me an investigation check. 19? No, the door doesn't look trapped. It looks like pretty much every other kind of wood door that you've seen in this place so far. You do not denote any traps on it, though.
Okay. Who wants dragon hearts?
Well, it would certainly be a sight to see. Let's open it. See that beating dead dragon's heart.
I want to use Mage Hand to open it. I use my telekinesis to open the door.
Sure. As you do so, you see it a small slanting corridor that slants downward, like gradually sloping. sloping down. It seems like, and you're kind of able to see a little bit. It seems like out the right side, it seems like it opens out into another maybe corridor.
Oh.
Over
Well,
like
let's
there.
move. Let's move a little forward.
I'm with you, buddy.
I'll continue moving forward.
Dragons!
The tunnel slants downward, pressing in on you. Your footfalls echo, spinning a bumpy yarn, and below that you hear something far more unsettling. A heartbeat. A slow, methodical heartbeat that seems to pulsate through the stone beneath your feet. Sick with curiosity and dread, you come to a sunken chamber as it kind of opens up more and more.
Oh. I think Gobloidus is more and more correct the closer I get.
Yeah, as you're walking down the slope, going to this kind of like this section up to the north, it kind of like levels out a little bit. You are all able to very audibly pick up the sound of what is definitely a beating heart.
We're coming, dragon.
Definitely.
Go with caution, especially if it's undead.
Yeah, so this section up here, this somewhat area is it slopes down even further actually from here, kind of ending at this point.
Matcha, it might be one of your kin.
She's awake at this point. Mancha's just been chilling out in the background, sitting off to the side whenever there's combat, as Mel is firmly instructed.
Perfect little matcha.
So
She's
cute.
well
Did
trained.
nothing wrong.
I'm just picturing like baby Groot doing like karate in the background while everybody's fighting, right? Like,
Essentially.
so good.
Littlest baby.
Just baby time.
Ooh. Hey, Wrinkle, do you want to go scout?
Wrinkle will kind of crawl up and like he'll look at you a little bit, and you kind of get the sense that maybe he doesn't want to, but he'll like look forward and he'll nod, and then he will scamper off. He's not gone for very long, even maybe 20-30 seconds. When he comes back, and as a cranium rat, he's got low-level psychic ability, and the main thing that he pushes into your mind is one concept, which is acid.
Oh.
Acid.
This might be the wrong way, guys. There's acid. I don't really want to swim in that.
And I think at about this point, with all y'all arranged on the ramp here, you can see there is like a faint, dull green glow kind of emanating from where Wrinkle dashed off to.
Now I do have a boat. Would a boat work? It would be acid, so it may eat through the boat.
Definitely. Do I have a light spell or something? Let's see.
Gotta protect my beautiful skin. I
Mel
rub
has-
garbage on it every day. I gotta keep it yucky.
Oh wait,
Can I-
can we go check it out? Let's see how long the thing is.
Could I light a torch?
I can give you light on an unlit torch.
Thank you.
Oh,
Or like
yeah.
just my hand.
Or yeah, Mel's gonna go ahead, take your hand and just cast light on your hand.
Beautiful. Thank you so much, my dear.
Of course, anytime. Feel free to ask.
So you push forward further.
Yes.
As you do so, the this chamber right about here, it slants down to this point, and then this 20-foot some odd span to the south of it is totally open. So this like whole area down here is flat, right?
Mm-hmm.
And as you continue, like as you make your way down to that flat section, you find a very curious, strange sight. There is a you come to a sunken chamber, and an orb of sizzling acid is floating in the domed ceiling, suspended by unseen magic. And below stands a four-armed statue, and in its hands is a box. And from the box, that heart beating can be heard. And let me go ahead and reveal that for you. So in the ceiling of this environment is like a dome of acid that's kind of like being held up against gravity.
Okay, so it's like an entire dome filled with acid. It's not like an orb kind of making and dripping acid down.
Yeah, like the first one. Like it's
Gotcha.
like being held back, right?
How high up is it?
The domed ceiling is 15 feet high at the edges.
Are there things floating in the acid?
Go ahead and make me a perception check.
I do have a 10-foot pole.
That's a 13.
Now it looks like pure bubbling green acid.
Does someone want to poke the bubble?
From outside the room?
Well,
I could throw a dart.
I have a 10-foot pole.
I mean, that's only... It's a while before we get in the room, right? We have like 20 feet before we're really... I mean, we have 10 feet before we're in the green, I guess.
Which way is the floor slanted?
That's a great question. So the floor is slanting downward, like in this direction. I'll make a little line to show you. It's going that way. And it ends, like it levels out at about this point. So this 20-foot area, 20-foot hallway right here is flat. In fact, the entire area in this space is flat.
I'll just say, I'll be the one to say it. This feels like a trap. I feel like it's a bad idea for us to be here.
It is a trap.
Agreed.
Sometimes it's there, right on the 10, and we can just kind of... Peace out.
Did Gobloidus just turn around and leave? I watched your token just zoom off. Agreed. Anyway, bye.
I wonder, how far is the statue in the room from where we can see it?
He's at the dead center. So if you were to start at this point, he's about like 15 feet in.
Can I mage hand the box out of his hand?
He's like, it's like a stone statue that's gripping it. You know what I mean? Like it's...
I see.
And it's a little, it's kind of like turned away from the doorway. So he's kind of like, he's almost like clutching it.
Are the acid bubbles right above him?
Yeah, like it's directly above the statue, right? It seems like he was purposely placed in the center.
Well...
Oh, I'm sorry. My apologies. He is actually facing the north. So you can see in his... He actually has... First of all, he has 4 arms, which is part of why it's so difficult for you to grab the box from him using the mage hand. But you do see that it is positioned in such a way that that it could open, right? Like it has its front facing towards in such a way that like if a key were inserted, then you could open it.
Oh, okay.
How serendipitous.
Well, we have a key. But does it look like the key we have is going to go to this? The stone key with the dwarf on top? Does this look...
Do we want to try?
I mean, does it look like it goes there? I mean, the statue is stone and the key is stone, but does does a four-armed statue look like a dwarven figure or a dwarfish lineage?
No. The forearm statue looks like a fish person.
Okay, bye.
But if you want to look at
Mm.
the lock on the box, you'd need to get closer. You can just make out that there is a keyhole.
Oh god. Okay. I think I. Oh gosh. I'm, I'm thinking, how much do I want this? How much do I want this right here? Like, do I want to spend a 3rd level spell scroll for this goddamn thing?
Spell.
Knock.
Mm,
Ooh,
well,
we could always come back. At least now we know what it is and where it is.
that is true.
You can always look at what the lock looks like.
Yeah. You know what? I'm gonna go look at the lock. I'm gonna step in the room.
Stepping into the room, nothing happens as you approach the statue.
Same.
Go ahead and make me an investigation check as you take a look at the lock.
I'm just curious. Actually, while this is
Yeah.
happening, I'm gonna step back. I'm just gonna step back. I'm gonna hop out of here. I
Out of the-
trust you to
Onto the slanted
to-
section.
Yeah.
I'm gonna use one of my bardics. All right, that's 21.
With a 21, you see that it's pretty unmistakable that the lock, it looks like a miniature version of the mountain that y'all found in that one room where you plucked the dwarfen key from.
Aw,
Oh,
beans.
Give me the
Oh.
key. Give me the key.
This
Hurry.
could be it.
Are you okay? Okay.
Okay, so what's the plan here? If things go very, very poorly, can we... I have some hempen rope. Could I tie around Hex and stay out of the room?
If things go poorly, I have a Misty Step, but what do you have that could help you get out of somewhere very quickly?
Oh, for sure. Actually, it might be a better idea if I go in there rather than...
I mean,
'cause
I
I can
do
do
have
so many...
I do have
what?
Misty Step as well.
You do? Okay.
Okay.
Yeah.
Lovely.
Also, I mean, if you want to make this more kind of Looney Toony, I can make myself small, and you can pull me even better if it turns out real bad.
Well, I mean, if you have Misty Step, I don't know if we need the rope to kind of acme your way out of there.
I just thought it'd be very funny, you know.
Yeah.
Oh,
for
I
sure.
would enjoy that.
So Mel's gonna pass off the key and kind of take a preparatory step back to kind of help if things go wrong, but also book it if Hex gets out of there.
I will slowly put the key in. Do I hear anything?
Only the click of tumblers as the key slides into the lock.
Actually, would it would it be cheap to put a tiny hut so the acid doesn't immediately fall on us? It'll flow in for sure, but
I do not have the slots to be popping tiny huts like that. We gotta. I might just die. It's okay.
Okay.
save your spell slot. I'll just die.
Oh, that's really good. I want that on a t-shirt. As you slide the key into the lock, do you twist the key?
I will twist the key. Yes.
Twisting the key,
Ah.
the box pops open,
Oh.
and the acid does not fall on you.
Amazing.
Inside, you find a desiccated, black, rotted, beating heart.
Oh. Nice. I will. I'll take it out.
it beats in your hand quite loudly.
Oh. Hey guy, I got a heart.
Everything okay?
I have a heart in my hand.
Oh, that looks very nice. Charred, aged to perfection.
Does this look like any type of animal heart or creature heart that Mel would be familiar with?
Go ahead and make me a medicine check.
12.
Looks distinctly humanoid to you.
Okay. Well, it's not from a dragon at the very least, but that does not do much to assure me. Can we put it somewhere?
Like where?
Pocket, a pouch.
Yeah, I'll put it in my bag.
Interesting.
What kind of?
You know what? I'll
Actually,
put it in my coat. I'll put it in my coat where all my other stuff usually goes.
what magic would be keeping this going? Oh, my arcana is not very good, though.
Necromancy.
I
Yeah.
mean, well, oh yeah. I mean, but
I was gonna say, yeah, you can have that one for free. Definitely necromancy.
but what, like the purpose? What is the purpose?
That that you can make an Arcana check to try to figure out.
Oh.
You
8. I
got
don't know.
this?
I know nothing.
It seems like a curiosity to you.
Okay.
Cool.
All right. Well, we have our macabre prize. Let's get out of this room.
You hear
Yep.
as y'all are exiting and walking out, you all hear in your voices, "Excellent problem solving. 10 points."
Everyone heard that, right?
We're winning!
Yes, it's the
How many points did we get?
10 for
10 points. To Hex?
I don't know who it was for. It just said problem solving.
Hmm.
All we did was use the key.
Do we know this
Yeah.
voice? I mean, obviously from earlier, but
Does that sound like the laughter of madness I heard last time?
Similar timbre, for sure.
Okay. Yep, that sounds like an insane person. And I would know.
But to answer your question, Melkiel, other than it being the previous voice that you had heard, you do not recognize it.
okay.
Interesting.
Does it sound like how someone might write a letter if we received a letter from them? Does it sound like their tone coming through the page? You know what I mean?
No.
Okay, well, never mind. No movie, no voiceover. Gotcha. Okay.
Well, we got our prize. I'm not sure what it does yet. Should I try to eat it?
No.
I don't recommend that. I'll do my.
But, like-
I can do my best to try and see what that is. I just need to prepare it.
What, like, state is the heart in?
Dead.
Gross?
Oh, very.
Gross.
It's pretty shriveled. It's pretty desiccated.
Okay.
It's off color for sure. In fact, as you Hex, as you say to the group, "Should I eat it?" You hear in your mind like a voice that sounds like your like own inner thought voice say, "Don't ask me. I'm just a shriveled heart."
Oh, wait a second. Hello?
No response.
Oh, wait. He's the heart spoke.
The heart spoke.
What did he say?
It said, "Don't ask me. I'm just a shriveled heart."
So nothing malicious so far?
Huh. Where did you die, heart?
No response.
Oh, okay. Well, I guess I've used my questions for the day. This heart no longer wishes to talk to me. I may eat it later still. I'm not sure. All right, let's move forward.
Yeah, wait till you get some seasoning.
Gobloidus, I beg you to eat something that has been cooked, that is not rotted. The manner in which you're living, it is untenable.
Rotted? Yeah, that's my favorite.
Okay, for sure.
Not bad once you try it.
It is bad. It can be very bad for the vast majority of your internal workings.
Just change them around.
We not all of us have that liberty, but it's very curious that you do.
Onward! And Hex just starts pushing forward.
Dun, dun,
Well-
dun, dun, dun.
I just want to do one more check real quick. There's like truly nothing else in the room.
Give me an investigation roll.
Oh.
Investigation?
Yeah.
I guess perception is the same bonus. A nat 20 plus 4.
Ooh.
I
Yeah,
sneak it back in.
You feel pretty safe at this point that like if the trap were going to go off, it would have at this point. So you spend another 10 some odd minutes just going around the room, just giving it the fine-tooth comb that you feel this dungeon deserves. And you are rewarded for your due diligence. You find tucked away in the corner a stone shifts under your touch, and as you do so, it opens into a secret door.
Friends and traveling companions. It would appear that this room has more than meets the eye.
Oh, it's a transformer?
You could say that this wall in front of me transformed.
Good, nice save, nice.
Is there
I
something
think
in the room, or?
It is an empty 10 by 10 room, but as you open the door, a flash of light like blinds you momentarily, and as your sight regains, you find that it's not an empty room, and it's floating kind of almost in the middle of it is a large circular token, which you see reads audience's gift, courtesy of Illithid.
Oh. Thank you, Illithid. And I guess she'll reach out and grab it.
Yeah, grabbing it, it's almost like as you grab it, it kind of like shatters into like a million pieces, but you feel like almost like an energy transfer as this happens. And you hear that voice in your head go again, "Oh, I thought you were going to miss that one. Well done."
Are you Illithid? Hello?
No, but a kind mind flayer is quite rare, don't you think? Anyways, chat later.
Kind mind flayer. Certainly. And I close the door behind me. I leave and I'm like, I think I may or may not have gotten some kind of point or otherworldly gift. I was given something from a kindly mind flayer. Does that mean anything to anyone?
Good question. Does it mean anything to anyone?
I mean, there's no hidden code or historical reference that you can make based off that.
Okay. So
I
we don't know what those are.
felt energy flow into me, but like mechanically, has anything changed?
Not yet.
Interesting.
Oh, good.
Lovely.
Oh, okay.
That's my favorite
Well,
phrase.
Not yet.
not yet.
Perfect.
Something incredible and wonderful happened to me, and yet I feel that it has not quite happened yet. So I suppose we shall see in the future. Maybe we will keep finding these large coin things, or maybe we might meet this mysterious illithid. Who knows?
Maybe indeed.
Perhaps.
I would say though, on a literal level though, you would know what mind flayers and illithids are, like in a general sense.
Yeah,
right?
for sure, for sure. Yeah, I guess the confusing part was he said audience, and as far as I know, our only audience truly has no idea what we're doing until we either do or do not return to the yawning portal.
Audience?
He did have a mind full of madness when I looked into it last, so you will not doubt that they are insane.
True, true. Um, well, I am certain that there is truly nothing else in this room, so onward.
Onward!
Touch this wall.
The secret room wall. Oh,
Over
we
here.
have. Oh, gotcha. Yeah, Gobloidus. As you go over the wall, you find that the wall itself is fairly standard dungeon construction, and you don't find anything hidden therein. But as you're looking there, and as the rest of y'all are chatting, you feel a sudden wave of nausea come over y'all. Everybody going to make a Constitution 14 saving throw due to Curdle and Sour, played by someone in the audience.
Oh, no.
Oh, good.
Definitely, definitely.
Oh.
That was a con save, yes?
Yes.
Ooh, not one of... Oh, advantage against being poisoned, though. Thank you, Warforged. It was still bad. Ugh.
I think that's all fails across
We
the board.
all
Everybody
beefed
failed.
it.
Yep. Beefed it hard.
So I'm gonna say that everybody is gonna have the poison condition for the first round of combat, whatever that may be.
Oh,
Nice.
good.
Oh, hanging out in this room has me getting all kinds of vapors. I think that we should leave.
I think inhaling the acidic vapors is not good for us. Let's clear out.
Certainly.
Sour.
Amazing. But with that newfound level of nausea, what does the party do next?
Probably just gonna go down the rest of the hallway and check out the other doors.
Hmm.
Gobloidus is rubbing his hands on all the statues that he passes.
Just for funsies.
On all of them.
Just for
Here's the thing about
funsies.
doors and traps.
Leaving a
There are
greasy smear.
certainly going to be so many doors in this dungeon. And at some point, we're going to say, we're not going to check the door. Let's just go. And then it's going to be the one that's trapped. You know what I'm saying?
I do, yeah.
That is fair.
Anyway, I would like to
Well-
check the door for traps.
Absolutely, go ahead and make me an investigation. As you're doing so, Gobloidus, you run by touching every statue that you can. Just they're all kind of busted and messed up already, and an extra goblin handprint is pretty unnoticeable amongst the wreckage. Henrietta, with the 11 investigation.
Pretty high roll, if you think about it. Like, wow, an 11.
Oh, Henrietta, you, as you're investigating the door, you find no traps, but you do get the sense that something is buffering in a background process of your robotic brain, and you sense an update on the horizon. Thank you to, who was it? Thank you to RiseQ for
HQ.
playing Installing Updates.
Yeah, I think like I go to touch the door and there's like a little bit of a static shock and it kind of jolts my system and I'm like, oh shit, that's gonna happen at some point. Well, onwards and upwards. And she'll open the door.
Yeah, opening the door, you find it opens into a small corridor. Not slanting downward. This one is level.
Okay. Shall we?
Of course.
On my way. Do do do. Gobloidus is skipping down the hallway with joy.
Stomach churning and gurgling.
As you head around the corner, you find that it opens into what appears to be, maybe at one point was a small armory. There are racks of rusted and crumbling weapons, many of which have collapsed under their own weight. It's a pretty disused environment. And to the south, you do see a door that has a hatchet buried in it.
Is the hatchet also rusted?
Yeah, it's also kind of old and messed up. It looks maybe a little bit fresher.
I'll take it out of the door.
Sure, it's a normal hatchet.
Should we see what's behind this door?
Sure.
I mage hand it open.
Sure, it's a small 10-foot room, and you see that it looks like there was a sharpening stone wheel set into the floor here. Maybe this was like where someone would sharpen their weapons, but it does seem, as you kind of like open the door, it does seem like it was maybe barricaded on the opposite side, and you do find a corpse.
Oh.
Like a super dead corpse.
He's pretty dead. Like
skeleton. Like it's not a skeleton. It's still got meaty bits.
Yeah, not a skeleton, but well on its way.
Wow, I wonder how he died. No response from the heart. Okay.
Is there like
Well-
a cavernous hole in his chest? You know, just like someone kind of cracked it open, like a crawfish or
this-
something.
That's a lovely idea. We're gonna run into so many dead bodies. It's got to be one of them.
Does it look like this is?
Oh, search it.
Yeah, and Mel's just he's gonna pray over it, just like give you some peace. Hope you got out of this dungeon, like your spirit.
Yeah, absolutely. You say this nice, calming, restful prayer as Gobloidus loots the corpse. Go ahead and make me an investigation check, Gobloidus.
Gobloidus is doing this while Mel's eyes are closed, and he's just praying as he's none the wiser.
A 10? Yeah, you find you go through his bag, which seems to be kind of left there. All the rations are gone, but you do find what seems to be a spell scroll tucked in there. The spell scroll Augury.
Oh.
Ooh, does anybody know what this is? You guys that do magic?
That's a much higher spell than I would normally do, but I think it's a portent of sorts. Like a woe or wheel question, right?
Yeah.
That's how augury works. It doesn't give like a specific answer.
Yeah, and it's like for the next 30 minutes or something.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's like a very small timeline.
Yeah, an action you plan to take within the next 30 minutes. Well, I personally have no burning questions, but it is a very helpful tool to have.
I think we should keep it and use it
is.
later.
All right then, we'll bring it along.
Um, would you like to put that in your bag, Gobloidus? I mean, Hex.
Sure, I'll take it. Toss it in the old coat.
There you go, buddy.
I slide it into my coat.
Bloidus takes it back out of his deep pocket, and it's like covered in a little bit of slime.
Wouldn't want it any other way.
But other than that, the room itself seems pretty empty. Sorry, what were we saying, Melko?
And I was just going to ask if there was anything else of interest. I mean, the armory is most likely going to be well rated, but anything else we can see?
No, looking over, it looks pretty well picked clean. There, anything of value would have already been taken.
Gotcha. All right, shall we venture on?
Sure.
We shall.
Ding, 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 ding.
All right, and with that, you have the large double doors to your right, or the passageways to the left.
What's everyone thinking?
Personally say, once again, big door feels big.
I like big door, but that's just me.
Yeah.
Interesting.
Bloidus is already knocking on the door.
As long as oh,
Big door, big treasure.
You're knocking? Okay.
Gobloidus, as you run up
Some
and
light
knock,
knocking.
as you run up and knock on the door lightly, there is no response. But you also feel like, as you're doing so, like these are kind of thicker stone doors, but it seems like some level of moisture or something has caused them to swell slightly, so they seem a little stuck.
if we're going to open them, we really have to put some force behind it.
Strong people ahead.
Do they open in towards us?
No, they open the other direction. So they open if you were to push.
Definitely.
I'll check for traps.
Could I do a listen while Gobloid is checking?
Sure. Gobloidus, go ahead and make me an investigation. Henrietta, go ahead and make me perception.
14.
Gobloidus, you find no traps on the opposite side. Give me 1 second for the perception.
I got a 22 for those listening.
Sorry, roll 20 is fighting me. Give me 1 second.
Oh, roll 20. What a scamp you are.
Look at this guy with his roll 20. Ooh.
This bad boy can handle so much lag.
Henrietta, your hearing sensors don't pick up anything from beyond the door.
Well, thick stone, you know.
It is. It
What's
does seem rather thick. Yes.
Is my rapier showing any signs?
Oh, is it a blade of alarm or whatever they're called?
Yeah, it's a special one. It tells us if, so we can't be surprised.
I'm trying to think how to adjudicate this. Can you post the can you post the actual verbiage? Hold on, I've got it here. Okay. So weapon of warning. A magic weapon warns you of danger. While the weapon is on your person, you have advantage on initiative rolls. In addition, you and any companions within 30 feet of you can't be surprised, except when incapacitated by something other than non-magical. I would say that the weapon isn't prescient. Like it doesn't know too much about danger. It just knows when you're about to be attacked, right? So so the weapon is not glowing currently.
Well, it's safe, guys. Oh, by the way, there's no traps. So, heave ho! You start pushing on the door.
I will help. There's obviously no traps.
And there's 2 doors.
Yeah, as you push on the door, I'm not going to make any check, but it just requires concerted effort in order to do so. As you open the door, it opens with a creak, and it opens into a large chamber. Let me go ahead and reveal that, and then I will go ahead and show off the box, or read the box text. Give me 1 second.
I'm just thinking of that Simpsons scene. I think it's Ralph, the little kid, who's like, "I'm in danger." Oh my god. Okay.
It do be a big room.
No, it's fine. It's okay. It's fine.
The chamber reeks of rot and waste. Its ceilings vault out above you, held up by crumbling pillars. Thank you, Mish, for adding Squiggles Von Worm to the name pool. Let me just write that down real quick. I love Squiggles Von Worm. That's great. Go ahead and show the map for the lovely audience as well. There we go. It's a little
You
zoomed
could
out
just
now.
see why I was pissing myself.
The chamber reeks of rot and waste. Its ceilings vault out above you, held up by crumbling pillars. As you enter, a sinuous voice floats out from the dark. Ah, the newest guests. Welcome. Welcome to the show. Your eyes strain to find the source of the voice. It rings off every stone of this foul place. And out from the dark stalks a beast with the face of a man, the body of a lion, and the wings of a drake. Its spiked tail scrapes against a nearby pillar. Yours is a special episode, says the beast, flashing a smile far too human for your liking. A special episode indeed. The Mad Mage expects great ratings. As you kind of come forward. So we're not going to jump into initiative, but as y'all are kind of coming into the room, this large manticore is kind of glowering down upon you, and before you can have a chance to act, it speaks and says, "Ancient is this realm. On the bones of what civilization is the Mad Mage's dungeon built?" And it looks at you expectantly.
It's a riddle.
One more time.
The Manticore sighs.
It-
Ancient is this realm. On the bones of what civilization is the Mad Mage's dungeon built? For those in the back.
It's the
Oh,
it's
it
the
was
elves,
an
right?
elven. Yes.
The
it was an elven
elves.
kingdom.
The Manticore chuckles. Correct. Next question. How much blood is in a dwarf's body?
Oh God.
As a
Wait.
doctor person, do I know this? I feel like I've treated dwarves and done blood stuff for them.
Melkiel, go ahead and make a medicine check at advantage because you do have medical background and knowledge.
Also,
Alright.
Just like Family Feud, can we talk? Do we think we can talk answers?
Can we huddle up?
are we sure we shouldn't just shoot this thing?
What if the answer is enough to keep it alive?
That's something.
That would that's
We can't come up with an actual amount. I don't know. Melkiel does magic. Well, does medicine stuff.
I got a 22 medicine check.
Probably not enough for that guy to suck on.
You know that there are 6 liters of blood in the average dwarf's body.
Okay, he sits there thinking for a moment, just like 6 liters.
I see you know dwarfs well. Correct. Next question. What?
Are we still in the hallway? Just as a side note.
You
Like,
can.
what does this scene actually look like?
Yeah, y'all are kind of. He is kind of like encountered y'all as y'all have kind of opened the door, and are
Okay.
standing in the hallway still. But you can push in a little
I'm
bit.
okay if we don't.
Hex,
Get out
Hex-
here. I'm
Hex-
fine. I'm fine out here.
Hex is going out there.
Okay.
There are a couple pillars dotting the environment that aren't displayed on the map, that are kind of situated throughout. And as you do so, Hex and Gobloidus, as y'all are kind of stepping out, everybody who steps out, in fact, go ahead and make me just a perception checks.
I'll step out.
A
Yeah,
dirty
it kind
20.
of like flattens the front of her blazer as she steps out.
A 10.
Perception.
Yes,
Okay.
perception.
Perception. 22.
Melkiel and Henrietta, you each notice a manticore of your own crawling up the pillars on the left and the right side, while the manticore in the middle speaks. Which mortal race makes for the gamiest meat?
Are they crawling towards
Oh,
us?
hold on. This is something Hex may know.
To answer your question, Henrietta, they are not crawling towards you per se, but they are definitely crawling up to a higher position.
Hmm.
You
Don't
get this.
like that.
You get the sense that they are trying to be subtle in their actions.
What would
Definite-
be the role I need to remember what has the gamiest meat?
I would say that in this sense, you are almost feeling like this is like a subjective answer, right? That maybe
Okay.
this manticore has a specific preference. So if you want to like read the manticore, you can make a perception
Yeah.
check.
I want to read his mind. I'm actually gonna do a detect thoughts on the manticore.
Oh sure. The manticore thinks goblin.
I go goblin,
Oh no.
gamey as hell. Worth it if you get a good amount.
I win.
I'm gonna go, dude. Will they have questions too? And I point at the other ones that are trying to be sneaky.
Maybe if your answers are insufficient for me, it depends on your ratings and how the audience feels.
So it's subjective.
Go ahead and make an insight check, Melkiel.
Damn it. 19.
You get the sense that the manticore does not know really what it's saying. Like, you get the sense that it's like parroting words that it's might have overheard at some point, but you don't really like. You get the sense
Like
it's stringing you along.
synergy,
Yeah,
Yeah.
exactly.
collaborative, like
Collaborative network based
Briefcase. Television networking.
Business.
Okay.
The Manticore will chuckle and say, I guess the show is up. Attack, my brothers. Everybody go in and roll for initiative.
Wait a second.
Oh,
Oh.
God.
Good,
God,
great.
This is so scary. Okay.
I thought it was a friend. I thought it just wanted to tell riddles.
I do have to be fair. Is initiative included in our poison condition?
Oh, stinky. That's right.
I'm gonna say no, just to be
Okay.
nice.
Okay.
Because technically, it's not before the first round.
That's
So,
true. Okay.
so yeah, everybody go in and roll initiative. Don't forget, Gobloidus, you have advantage.
Yeah.
Let me get the music going.
I knew it. I knew the answer was me. I'm the most gamey because I'm in a game.
That's fair. That is fair. Try not to get eaten, though.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, you definitely get the sense, Gobloidus, that the Manticore that was like was talking is looking at you, licking its lips. Whoops, added the Manticore twice. Alrighty, so we're gonna go ahead and dive into it on the top of the round. Henrietta, and as you move to act, Henrietta, as you move forward, the little pop-up appears saying, "Would you like to install updates?" And before you have the chance to select anything, you immediately begin to go through your update, and you gain the confused condition for 1 round. So you will be unconfused at the start of your next round.
Being stunned?
Stunned. Sorry. Yes.
Okay. Definitely. Just makes me think of the petunias in Hitchhiker's Guide to the Galaxy of like, right before it happens, it's just like, oh shit, and then like full stun, and she's just there.
I think this is the first time anybody else in the party has seen you install updates as well. So what does it look like as you're going through this process?
Oh, definitely. So Henrietta has like pulled out her sickle, and her hand is glowing from the light cantrip that Mel cast, and like she is so ready to fucking dash in and go beat ass. And then her eyes just go totally dark, and you see right at the bottom of it is just like a single little like blip of light. And then after a couple seconds, the blip gets a little bit taller, and then like the whole thing is blipping, and it's like a progress bar that'll fill up her eyes as the install is going on.
Amazing.
So,
I love that. Yeah. So while Henrietta is installing updates, that is going to make it Hex's turn.
Okay. I'm going to do my little mischief. How far are they from each other? Okay, they're exactly 20 feet away from each other, so I want to hit them with it, and let's see what happens to them.
Amazing.
Bouncy flowers. They gotta make a dex save or be blinded.
Oh, the Manticore's crit as the flowers burst out of nowhere.
Okay. I'm going to. I think I should just run and hide, huh?
if you can.
Um.
Oh goodness, this is
Yeah,
scary.
it is. I'm gonna. Is the door still open that we came in?
Yeah.
All right, yeah, I'm just gonna back myself back over this way. All right, good luck, chums.
Amazing. Hex makes a tactical retreat, going back through the doorway y'all came. That makes it Gobloidus' turn. Gobloidus, you see that front manticore who was asking y'all questions initially is licking his chops. What do you do?
No, you're not gonna eat me. I'm gonna eat you. I gotta go hit him with my rapier.
Hell yeah, go ahead and roll the hit. An 18 will do it. Go ahead and roll damage. And I believe you have sneak attack because of the because of your swashbucklerness. Swashbucklering?
Yeah. 13.
Nice. Yeah, you cut into the manticore, piercing one of its wings, stabbing into the wing flaps. You see it cry in pain as blood is drawn. Anything more?
Yeah, as a bonus, I'm going to disengage. I'm gonna dash away.
Sure, yeah, and you've got the that thing where if you tag them, then they can't hit you back, right? Like they can't hit you with an opportunity attack. I can't remember the exact.
Mobile.
Yes.
Mobile.
I think it's mobile. It's either mobile or is it mobile? It's fancy footwork. It's another
Oh, it's a rogue thing.
another
Gotcha.
rogue thing. Yeah. So you dart away, yeah, and you make some distance between you and the manticore. It thinks about swiping at you, but you're just too fast, Gobloidus. Nice. Is that it for you?
You're just too fast.
Yeah, too fast. That's it.
Perfect. That is going to make it the manticore's turn. That manticore is going to pursue you, jumping into the air and taking flight, flapping over to you, Gobloidus. It's able to easily close the distance, and it wants a taste of that tasty goblin flesh. It's going to bite you and then claw you. One bite, 7 to hit's not going to do it, and then 2 claws. 15, and then a crit.
No.
25 hits.
Yeah, 25 hits for 8 points of slashing damage as you're just dodging around the bite and the claws, but then one swipe hits you and gouges you a little bit there for 8 points of slashing damage. The other manticore is going to swoop down and go for Melkiel, and this other one is going to go for Henrietta, who is currently stunned. Just make sure you're.
Oh shit.
There we go. So a bite and 2 claws against Melkiel to start. Oh, but it's a terrible showing from the manticore. Melkiel, your armor and just pure stepping aside from it, you're able to mitigate any and all damage from the manticore's attacks basically effortlessly. But Henrietta, in your stun condition, you're a much juicier target, and it's going to go for the bite and claws at advantage.
Yeah.
23 is going to hit for 8 piercing damage, and then 2 claws. 22 will hit for 6 points of damage, but 11 doesn't hit, right?
Correct.
So you take a total of 14 points of slashing damage as you are installing updates.
Oh, fuck. Let me change my hit points. Oh, that was bad. Oh.
But that is it for the manticores. That is going to make it Melkiel's turn.
I was gonna do something, but now I might do something else. Does it seem like the update is almost done?
Yes.
Okay, well, yeah, there's no point in that. Okay. I'm gonna go ahead and cast Aura of Vitality. And let me mark that off. Darn it. Well, have 4 points of healing. Henrietta, have 4 points of healing. But it is going to stay up. It is going to stay up within the 30-foot radius of me, and I can use a bonus action to heal a creature.
Cool.
30
So I
foot
just used
radius. That's huge.
Yes. So my action and bonus action is to put it up and then to heal Henrietta.
I've given you an aura, so hopefully that should help. All right, great. And that's it for you, Melkiel. Do you want to move? Sorry, were you done, or did you want to move?
Looks like it, yeah.
Oh, sorry, I must have hit something. Is that it for you, Melkiel, or did you want to move?
Yeah, that's gonna be it. He wants to make sure she comes out of it before he moves away.
Okay, sounds good. That is going to make it top of the round with Henrietta. Your turn. As y'all are doing so, the manticores are kind of scrabbling away at the pillars, and you notice that Henrietta, as you're coming out of your updates, you notice that like it seems like the pillar that the pillars that they were kind of the manticores were resting on, they seem like maybe like they were structurally kind of weakened by them holding their weight on the pillar itself. But it's your turn.
Is the pillar holding anything on up?
Not currently anymore, but it seems like it wasn't. Like it seems like it had fallen into such disrepair that them climbing and scrabbling up it has kind of damaged it, maybe.
So, where is the pillar exactly? Sorry, I know that they're not actually on here, but
Sorry, no, yeah, you're all good. I'll go and put some pillars here real quick.
Does I might just take this attack of opportunity.
If you think that's wise.
We'll go here.
You can always disengage with a bonus as well, but that would be.
Well, I do have a walking speed of 40, so here's what I'm thinking. I disengage, but that would use my actions. So I think that I'm gonna go this way. So I'm staying out of areas. One more time. Okay. Boom. So I think that's one. Okay.
Yeah, I believe that would just be one attack of opportunity if you walked by if you stayed within range of that one manticore you were close to. So it's just gonna take a bite at you.
Does it?
I'm gonna silvery barbs that guy.
Yo, can I take that advantage on the next
Yeah,
roll?
you can take the advantage.
Beautiful. And I'm gonna use the rest of my movement, and I'm just gonna knock the shit out of this pillar and try and knock it on the manticore that's right here.
Sure, go ahead and roll to hit the pillar.
So it's an attack.
Yeah, make an attack roll.
Okay, I'm also gonna do. I was asking because I was like, can I do flurry of blows
Yeah.
as a cool? So attack with my sickle, and then I'll be at advantage with silvery barbs. That's a 21 to hit the thing.
Yeah, 21 definitely hits the pillar. Go ahead and roll damage.
For 7 damage, and then I'm going to do 2 unarmed strikes An 18,
18
and
definitely
a
hits.
23.
Same with the 23. Go ahead and roll damage on both those.
For another 7 and a 4. So I have done 18 damage to the pillar.
Nice. Yeah, you slam the
Wham,
pillar with
wham.
attacks, just like hitting it the weak spots, like fraying it even further. And as you do so, the intention is to have the pillar fall onto the manticore, correct?
Yeah.
Yeah, and you succeed in that goal as you just hit the, like, using the sickle to remove some of the larger chunks, a couple of strikes here and there in order to get it into position, and then the final blow to slam it down onto the manticore. You see the manticore go absolutely reeling from this huge stone pillar collapsing on it, and you see that you bloody it in this one pillar collapse.
Oh, sorry, Timbo. Did you do your second roll for the silvery barbs?
I was just taking because Hex did it before I even rolled the attack roll. I was just taking the nat one.
Oh, okay. Gotcha.
Yeah, he was so on the ball. I was just like, I'll just take, because he did it even before I even hit the button. So
Yeah, definitely.
I wanted to make sure you weren't gonna get hit.
Thank you so much. I appreciate you.
Excellent. So yeah, you bloodied the manticore with the pillar collapsing on it. It was untouched before that. It looks pretty amazed that you managed to make that happen. Anything more?
I think that's all of my stuff.
Perfect. That is going to make it your turn, Hex. You hear the
All
loud
right.
clatter as the pillar comes crashing down onto the manticore.
So the mischief is still sticking around. So I'm gonna move it 10 feet so that it gets. I wanted to get these two guys.
Yeah, I think you can position it. Well, I think if you were to position it in such a way to get both of them, you would also have to hit Melkiel.
Okay, they're not too bad.
Yeah, hit me.
Okay.
So a
It's
4.
a 4. It's difficult terrain
Okay,
for
and like
20 feet.
20 feet.
Like a cube?
Yeah, it's a 20-foot cube.
Gotcha.
And then that was just the persisting of that. I think I'm just gonna take a crossbow shot at one of the manticores from outside the room.
Yeah, absolutely. Go ahead and roll to hit. And also, you can actually place the mischief so it doesn't hit Melkiel. So I've just
Oh,
assumed that you
perfect.
would have done that, right?
Yeah. Okay. Let's just shoot from a distance. Why do I not have a crossbow on this character set? There we go. Okay.
An 11, unfortunately, will not hit, though, as it just clatters off the thick leather hide of the manticore.
Oh, man. Well, that'll be it for my turn.
Alrighty. Gobloidus.
I'll give a
Oh, yeah?
bardic inspiration to Melkiel.
How do you inspire Melkiel?
I go, Melkiel, you saw how I didn't hit you with that spell just a second ago? You're doing great. And you
Much
get
appreciated. The generosity is unbelievable.
And you get a D8 to whatever you want.
Incredible. All right, amazing. That is going to make it Gobloidus' turn. Gobloidus, the manticore that you stabbed is slobbering down upon you. What do you do?
I slobber right back at him and then poke him with my rapier right in his big ugly maw.
Amazing. Go ahead and roll to hit. A 20 will do it. Go ahead and roll damage with the sneak attack. Holy shit. 26 total points of damage.
Take that. Dashing away.
Yeah, as you bloody the manticore with that rapier strike, it screams in anguish as you dart out. Like it tries to go for you, but you're just too fast, and it screams and it goes. My prey is not normally this fearsome. Truly, this meat will be the gamiest I've had yet. Anything more for Gobloidus?
Thanks, buddy. Same to you.
Amazing. That is going to make it the Manticore's turns. The bloodied Manticore that has a taste for Gobloidus is going to and be in hot pursuit. Again, jumping into the air and gliding over towards you as it bites and claws at you, Gobloidus. An 11 on the bite, but a natural 20 on the claw for 6 total points of slashing damage, and then a 17 on the second claw. Does a 17 hit Gobloidus?
As a reaction, I'm going to deflect the 17. But the 25 claw hits.
Yeah, is it like defensive duelist? Yeah, I got you. Add proficiency to AC. So what does that make your AC? AC
19.
Total? Beautiful. Yeah, as the claw comes down, you are able to rebuff it with your rapier, just like almost doing some kind of like counter on the claws themselves, as if they were a weapon in order to redirect the momentum of the attack, causing it to miss you. So you just take the 6 points of slashing from the first claw attack. The other two manticores, the one that had was going after you initially, Henrietta is going to dart after you, again taking it to the air, avoiding the slowing goop in order to make it over to you. But the one attacking you, Melkiel, it's going to just stand its ground, bloodied now and angry, and start attacking you. So the first attack is going to be against Henrietta, the bite and 2 claws. 7 for the bite. 16 for a claw attack. Does a 16 hit?
The 16 does hit.
You take 7 points of slashing damage as the manticore cuts into your delicate robotics. And next, against Melkiel, a bite. 18 to hit.
Yep.
You take 7 points of piercing damage as the teeth penetrate your armor and drawing blood, and the 2 claw slashes. 18 and 14, I don't think either of those hit. Or, sorry, 8 and 14.
Actually, the 14 does hit.
The 14 hits? Okay. Then you take 7 points of slashing from the claws from the manticore.
Okay. Alrighty.
And that is the manticore's turn. That makes it your turn, Melkiel.
Alright, so this one is bloodied. Ooh, what did I just do? Oh. I gave him googly eyes. Hang on.
You.
There we go. But yeah, that one is bloodied. Mel is gonna go ahead and retaliate with a how bloodied? Oh wait, never mind. That's a silly question. That's a very silly question. I wanted to slap him, but it's just going to be a point. Can I point with 5 fingers to his face and just slap and retaliate?
Sure, yeah. Or you cast it sounds like you're casting something.
Yeah, it's gonna be Toll of the Dead, but it's a slap.
Okay.
Sure. Yeah, it's a wisdom save, right? Some kind of
Yes,
save?
it is. Yeah.
Just to give him a good old smack.
Sure, I mean, he's got a big, fleshy human face, which is very weird on a cat's body, so very smackable. So, absolutely. So, whiz save from the manticore as you slap his big jowly face. 7.
All right. So yeah, it's a resounding, just kind of like smack that echoes in this very large chamber, and yep, you sure are. and the sound of this slap just kind of echoes and builds, and he takes 4 points of necrotic damage. Not the best. Wait, but +8. Can I do that?
Oh,
I know you
the,
can add it to your attack, but can you add it to your damage?
from the Bardic Inspiration?
Mhm.
Yeah.
I think they changed that recently, right? That you can add it to magical damage.
Yeah, I just wasn't sure which way they changed it. Did they change it like you can or you can't?
You can.
Yeah,
Okay.
I think they changed it that you can. Yeah, so go ahead and roll that d8.
All right. Oh, that is a full 8. So
Whoa.
so yeah, that's
Good.
12.
Empowered
necrotic
by
damage.
empowered by Hex's euphemism and his belief in you, the slap reverberates even harder through the Manticore's skull, dealing that full 12 points of damage to him. Very nice. Anything more?
Yes, on my bonus action, Henrietta's. Oh, Gobloidus isn't even in here. So yeah, Henrietta's gonna get another. Where is that? 2d6. 10 points of healing.
And
Mm-hmm.
owie, thank you.
Nice. That brings you like back to full, right, Henrietta?
No, I forgot to update my total on Roll20. So I was down at 15 and I'm back to 25 now.
Oh wow. Still
right,
still
awesome.
really good though.
Still very good. No, for sure. That was a big help.
Okay, and this guy's still standing, right?
Yes.
Okay, so yeah, Mel's just gonna. Yeah, he's just gonna stand his ground. We're gonna finish this.
Perfect. All right, that is going to put it at the top of the round. Henrietta.
So I'm gonna smack this thing again. And let's see. I need to check one of my features real quick.
Sure, the Manticore that's bearing down on you.
Yeah, I'm gonna do another set of hits. I just need to this benefit. Oh, so essentially I can only do this once per short or long rest. So I'm gonna smack this thing for another attack, and I'm also gonna do my flurry of blows. So that is
A 17 will hit. We also have a Wild Magic Surge coming in from Mish. Let me go ahead and roll that.
okay, and the first attack was 4 damage, just as a side note.
Perfect. Okay, I got the 4 damage in, and I'm going to roll that d4. A 4. Henrietta, go ahead and roll me that d100.
Okay, here's where there's a fireball centered on me, and I'd be okay with it. Let's go. D100. A 34.
I hope this isn't an I giveth, I taketh away kind of.
It would, like, this is kind of the most ideal time to have a fireball centered on myself.
As you strike with the sickle, you feel that strange surge of energy that you felt before, and as you do so, you feel your circuits and your spell casting especially overload to 100%, and you feel like the next time you cast the spell in the next minute or so, you will maximize. You will hit as hard as possible.
Oh shit. Okay. Well, I'm probably gonna save that to my next turn, but I am gonna do my 2 flurry of blows hits.
Absolutely, go ahead and roll those. And Henrietta is like glowing in this moment. Like her eyes are like glowing, like causing like light beams to come off, right? Like she is like almost like hovering with the amount of magical energy there. But the 10 does not hit.
10 does not hit, and then an 11 probably doesn't hit either.
No.
I was gonna try and analyze this guy, but none of my flurries hit. So I think that'll probably be my turn. Yeah, that'll be my turn.
Sure, yeah, and as you see, as you're manifesting this energy, you see the Manticore in front of you. It looks almost away in fear, and it goes, Is it the Mad Mage? Hex, your turn.
All right, let me roll the thing again. Let's see what we get. All right, it's a 3. With a 3, creatures in the cube must make a successful wisdom save or begin to giggle until the start of the next turn. The giggling creature is incapacitated and it can only use movement in random direction.
Okay, so a wisdom save coming up from the Manticores. They both fail. So both the Manticores start just laughing. They cannot help themselves as they start giggling. And it sounds disturbing as hell.
Oh no. I got it. This was not what I wanted. They sound terrible. And
This
then
is not what I want.
I'll
Sorry.
aim to shoot the one that's on Gobloidus, because you can't be killing my goblin friend.
Yeah, absolutely. Go on and roll the hit.
Oh wowie.
Oh, nice.
Do a murder.
Yeah.
For fun.
Whoa.
Alrighty.
It's a tasty amount of damage.
Amazing. But it's just the piercing, right? It's not the psychic.
It is the psychic as well.
What's the psychic from?
This psychic is my psychic blades from my bardic class.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, right. Gotcha. Okay. Man, that is a tasty amount of damage. So 17 plus 8, so 25 total points of damage. What does it look like as you crit against this Manticore bearing down on Gobloidus?
You see the crossbow kind of just leave Hex's hand and then fire off, and a beam of blue psionic energy flies and pokes right into the Manticore's butt.
Yeah, and it cuts him deep. The Manticore is barely alive, barely continuing from this blow. You see it growl in impotent rage, but it doesn't even seem to have noticed you, Hex, as you've maimed it. Its attention is fully set on Gobloidus in this moment. Anything more?
Well, I tried, and then I go back behind.
Amazing.
Well,
And with that is going to make it Gobloidus' turn. Gobloidus, this Manticore that is bearing down on you looks barely alive at this point. What do you do?
Oh, sorry, buddy. I'm pat him on the head and give him a nice little stab.
As a treat. Yeah, absolutely. Go ahead and roll the hit. 25 will do it. Go ahead and roll damage. Gobloidus, go ahead and describe your kill.
Sorry, guy. I'm gonna have to eat you. You're gamey.
I hope I taste delicious. And then he dies. All right, as you slay him, Gobloidus. Anything more for you?
Oh, Gobloidus just takes a piece of dirty rag out of his pocket and puts it on the Manticore's face.
So sweet. All right, amazing. With that is going to make it the other two Manticore's turns. They're going to just continue to do what they've been doing up until this point. They're going to go for Melkiel.
They're incapacitated.
Oh,
They're
thank you.
incapacitated. They can move in random directions, though.
And are they still being slowed from the goop? Is that are those effects persistent with each other?
I think it switches every time I roll. So
Okay, gotcha.
right now they're
Mhm.
just laughing and can move in any random direction.
I think they'll probably end up staying put. They're just like rolling on the floor laughing. But since they're incapacitated, they don't have a turn. They're just giggling the whole time. That's gonna make it your turn, Melkiel.
Well, this feels almost a little.
As you're having this moral dilemma, you look around the room and you see many bodies of humanoid figures and bones laying strewn throughout
You're
the.
just encouraging. Okay, yeah.
They are absolute monsters. Kill them.
That's fair. That's fair. Okay. Yeah, I'm not gonna use a spell slot, to be honest, to be frank. Let's just do Sacred Flame. And that's gonna be a deck save on this bad boy.
You got a 1 deck save. 10, so it fails.
Yeah.
Yerp.
All that laughing can't really move, huh?
Nerp. And that is 10 points radiant damage.
Nice.
Very nice. Anything else for Melkiel?
Are you not dead?
He is not dead just yet. He
Not
is.
deceased.
He's looking very hurt at this point, but he's still not dead.
God dang, I should have used a spell slot. Never mind. Now I feel like we're just dragging other mine.
The other Manticore
but-
is also untouched still.
Oh, what? Oh. Okay.
I've gotten in 4 points of damage on it.
Oh, sorry. You're right. The other Manticore has taken 4 points of damage. My apologies.
The
Yeah,
other one
thank
is
you.
ruffled, yes. So yeah, that's just going to be 2 more, 2 d6s healing. Actually, how's Henrietta looking?
I'm doing okay. Someone else needs healing. This guy's incapacitated. I'm about to move away from him. I'm doing okay.
I'd go
Actually,
for Gobloidus.
Yeah,
for
Mel is
sure.
going to maneuver away, and he'll take that opportunity attack. He's going to avoid the giggle square.
You're actually all good. The Manticore is too busy laughing to attack you.
Oh, cool. Then I'm also going to... No, that's in range, right?
Yeah, you're good.
Okay, cool. So yeah, Gobloidus, you're going to get 2d6 healing. That is 8 points of healing for you, my friend.
Oh, Goldmoon's having an issue, but I will pass on the 8 points of healing for Gobloidus.
Gotcha. And then that's going to end the turn.
All right, perfect. That is going to put us at the top of the round with Henrietta.
So I'm gonna step back over here, and gonna go for a high risk, high reward. Cast Jim's magic missile. So that's 1, 2, 3.
Oh,
Oh, baby.
You know what's okay? Let me read this to you. So the third one doesn't hit. No one cares. That's fine. The first 2 was a 23, and then the second was a nat 20 for 27. Did we just lose? Oh, no.
Yeah,
Okay.
Goldmoon is having an issue.
So
the fight's almost over. Continue.
all my stuff is doubled, or not doubled, maximized, like you said. So the first hit is gonna do 8 damage. The second hit, because I rolled a critical on it, does 5d4 damage, which is 20 damage. So I'm going to do 28 damage to this thing. So Henrietta steps back and she pulls out her sickle, which is her casting focus. And she kind of slashes at the air and like Beat Saber style. Each time it like gets to the middle, like it shoots off a missile. And she goes, me, ow, and just slashes the air 3 times and sends these magic missiles and just does fucking 28 damage to this thing.
Beautiful. Yeah, and as you cut into it with this like magical cat claw, it's the slashes and the lacerations appear on the Manticore's body, its wings getting cut, and as this is happening, it roars in pain. You have almost bloodied it. 2 points away from bloodying it with that one attack.
Okay. Cool.
I've heard of a cat fight, but this is ridiculous.
This is ridiculous.
And all the while it's
And-
laughing through the pain.
So that is, I believe it's a action to cast. I don't have any bonus action cantrips, so never mind. It doesn't matter. Let's see. As a bonus action, though, I will patient defense and take the dodge action with a key point.
Excellent. Yeah. As you kind of like go into that state of focus, allowing yourself to move more nimbly and reactively to attacks. Beautiful. That is going to make it Hex's turn. Hex, as your turn rolls around in the initiative order, I believe until the start of your next turn, the manticores, their giggles fall by the wayside and they start to growl in anger once more. But it's your turn.
All right, let's see what happens in the giggle pit. Difficult terrain, and I'll make it so I want to move it just so it's there more in the middle of it, so it's harder for them to move. And then I guess
Probably like that, if I had to guess.
yeah, that's good. Well, they're probably a little angry, but I going to cast fear. So I'm gonna step out, and then I say, "Don't look at me," and I cast fear.
Amazing. With this 30-foot cone, would you catch Henrietta in it?
Let's see.
No, I don't
Hell
think
yeah.
you would.
Nope.
Yeah.
Nope, just out of it.
All right, 2 wisdom saving throws. An 11. So it fails. So they both become frightened of you.
I would get Melkiel though.
You wouldn't.
It's a 30-foot cone. You could probably point
Oh,
it.
okay, never mind. Yeah.
Oh yeah, it's a cone. Right.
If I face this way, okay. So, yep. They see the greatest fears. A booga booga.
Perfect. Yeah, they
Timbo,
both.
what's a manicore's greatest fear?
Their old mean father.
Oh,
I told
no.
you would
Oh.
never be the great manticore that I was.
Oh,
No, please, father, do not eat us like so many of our other children that you ate. Amazing. Anything more for Hex?
No, that's all.
Amazing. That is going to make it Gobloidus' turn.
Hello. Oh, perfect. Perfect amount. I just slide right over to this guy and give him a stab with the rapier.
Perfect. Go ahead and roll to hit. A 10, though, unfortunately, is not going to be enough. The manticore, despite being afraid of its manta father, sees you coming and is able to dodge to the side.
Fine. I'm gonna dash back.
Perfect. Amazing. That is going to make it the manticore's turns. The manticores are going to attempt to flee like away from Hex, but in doing so, they're going to just like go towards the targets that they had been pursuing before. This manticore is going to fly over to you, Henrietta, and this one is going to fly. Actually, I think he is going to forego Melkiel and instead is going to take to the wind and is going to fly towards over towards Gobloidus.
He's in difficult terrain.
Right.
Does Gobloidus get a attack of opportunity on the one that's coming after me?
I think that one was right next to you.
No, that Gobloidus had disengaged or had moved away from the manticore that went after you, Henrietta.
Oh, that's right. Sorry.
And the Manticore has 50 feet of fly speed, so I believe it has enough to make it over to Gobloidus.
God damn it.
Come and get it. I'm gamey.
Oh no, don't tempt him.
All right, so bite and 2 claws for Henrietta. 21
At disadvantage.
at disadvantage. So a 20 to hit with the first bite.
Yeah.
10 points of piercing damage as it bites into your circuitry, and then 2 claws. 15 on the first claw.
The 15 does hit. So
You
I
take
took 18 damage total.
18 total. And then Gobloidus also at disadvantage because he was unable to break eyesight with Hex. A bite and 2 claws coming in at you. 16 to hit you, Gobloidus.
He's gonna do a defensive duelist.
Oh, nice. So you raise your AC to
Oh.
19.
Timbo,
Yeah.
Yeah.
I've shielded for the 15 that hit.
Sure.
Actually, on a 20, if I AC is 20, a 20 would have hit, right? Beats it,
Yes.
beats it. Okay,
Yeah.
so the 10 damage goes through, but the 8 doesn't, and
Okay.
I'll use that spell slot.
Yeah, totally. So you defend against the first blow. Gobloidus, the first bite. You are able to parry his teeth, the Manticore's teeth away. The 2 claws coming at you though. The first 14 to hit for 6 points of slashing. I don't think 14 hits you, right? No, 14 doesn't hit you, Gobloidus. And then a natural 1 on the second claw. He's just too freaked out by his overbearing Manta father being there, telling him all the things that he messed up in his life, and also that he's gonna eat him because he hates him.
If this was me,
Um,
I would have eaten all of them already.
Timbo,
Yeah.
on their turn, shouldn't they have been using dash action to run away from X? When frightened by the spell, a creature must take the dash action and move away from you, the safest available route on each of its turn, unless there's nowhere to move.
You know what? You're super right. So they would have just fleed away. So go ahead, and if you took any damage on that round, go ahead and reverse that. I'll just go ahead and have them and run off.
Yay. You're literally coming in clutch so hard with like all of the battlefield control spells today.
So I think that would have been ended up where the Manticore would have ended. And because this is forced movement, you don't get attacks of opportunity.
True.
But that's the Manticore's turns. That is going to make it Melkiel, your turn.
Okay. Let me take a gander. Oh, they're pretty spread out now. They're both bloodied, so I guess it doesn't really matter. I don't know why I'm trying to save my spell slot so hard. I just feel like something is going to happen, and I'm going to need something.
Mish, we're battling 3 manticores right now.
I mean, we're battling 2, and they're bloodied.
The eternal issue.
I know. And plus, I don't think I can even make it to... Wait. Oh, no. Yeah, it's just gonna be... It's gonna be just out of range for me.
I think you'll be good if you're moving up. You wanted to move up to do like a touch attack.
Yeah, can I step on this corpse? Is
Yeah.
that possible? Or
Yeah,
is that
totally.
difficult terrain?
No, it's
Sorry.
fine. It's fine.
Machi, you stay right here. Be good. Machi's not in battle. She's invisible. No one sees her.
She's too little.
She's too little. She's
Can't
in a
see
fanny
her.
pack. Yeah. Is this the one I slapped earlier?
It is.
I'm gonna slap him again.
Hell yeah.
Except this time it's gonna be inflict wounds. I'm sick of this.
Nice.
Smack him in the
So
face.
That's a tasty spell.
hopefully 17.
What's the saving throw?
Oh,
It's an attack spell.
Yeah, it's just an attack spell.
Oh, 17 to hit. 17 hits. Go ahead and roll damage.
Okay. That is 18 points necrotic.
Damn. Go ahead and it had 12 hit points left, so go ahead and describe your kill.
Okay. Melkiel slides up, passing Gobloidus, and just rears his hand back as he slides for this fight, just putting all the momentum behind it, and just gonna slap it again in the same exact spot where there's a red handprint, and just necrotic energy, these black veins start to creep out from that handprint and travel all over its body while its father looks on disapprovingly, shaking his head.
What
And
a
it-
terrible, terrible child.
And it cries out in anguish as it dies. Amazing. Anything more for you, Melkiel?
Who looks well? Never mind. Henrietta's not. Wait,
Henrietta's
square.
I'm at
isn't it?
25.
Henrietta is in the bubble just at the edge.
Okay, and Gobloidus. How's Gobloidus looking?
Okay.
Like, are you bleeding still though?
No.
You
You
know
need
what? Take this 2d6 anyway. Somebody has to take it. I'm not dropping this spell. Take 6 points of healing, Gobloidus.
Perfect. I'm at full now.
Nice.
All right,
And
amazing.
that's it.
Incredible. And that puts us again back at the top of the round. Henrietta.
So Henrietta, she's going to move forward. And this thing is in the sky now, isn't it?
Yeah.
Okay. Well, I'm gonna do a firebolt on it. Yeah.
Yeah, absolutely. Go and roll the hit.
Dirty 20. Oh no, 22.
Yeah, go ahead and roll that damage.
15 damage. Pew pew.
Perfect. Yeah, the firebolt lances into it, scorching it, and the smell of burnt hair is in the air. Anything else for Henrietta?
No, I think that's gonna be it for me.
Perfect. That is going to make it Hex. Hex, your turn.
Haha! I will. I will shoot at the last manticore. As I'm still its disapproving father, and I need to eat it. Oh, I miss.
Do you have advantage as the source of the target's fear, or is it just...
I don't think so.
it just has
I think it's
disadvantage.
Yeah, it's just scared of me.
You know, that's fair. All right, yeah, the crossbow bolt goes wide. It dips when you think it's going to dodge. Anything more for Hex?
I kind of just, oh, you know what? I'll move up. Just be like, you can't run away from my disappointment, son.
You hear it cry out, "No!" as it's flapping away.
Incredible.
That's your turn, Hex. That's gonna make it your turn, Gobloidus.
Gobloidus is going to shuffle up and then use a crossbow to hit the remaining manticore.
Absolutely, go and roll to hit. A 16 will hit. Go ahead and roll damage. I'm not sure if you would get the sneak attack on it. I don't think you do. So you just get, you do 8 points of piercing damage from the crossbow bolt as it lances into its side. The manticore looks very hurt at this point. Is that it for Gobloidus?
That's it. Can't wait to think about it, my friend.
Amazing. That is going to make it the Manticore's turn. In its last desperate plea, it is going to continue to fly away, just attempting to get away as far as possible, climbing up the wall and kind of like perching in the rafters. It's kind of got like a little bit like a half cover as it's like kind of perched up there, kind of glowering at you. It looks pretty sad and pathetic, and it says, "Leave my domicile, father. I have nothing I wish to speak with you." That
Your
is
mother asked, "Why don't you call enough?"
No.
And with that, it's going to make it Melkiel's turn.
Mel is going to can't touch it from there. Well, oh my god, the only thing I have is that's probably going to do enough damage as second level. But he also has partial cover.
On a mechanics level, the partial cover is giving him +2 AC.
Gotcha. Oh, well then that doesn't matter if I do this. So the Aura Vitality is going to drop, and Melkiel is going to summon up the energy to blast a moonbeam directly on that
Oh shit.
Manticore.
Oh my! All right.
Listen, I mean, I said I wanted to save my spells. Like, no, it's okay.
No, I love this. This is perfect.
Holy shit.
Space laser inbound.
I mean, I don't even think I'm going to need you to roll damage for this. He's pretty weak at this point, and he's got the fear effect. He's not going to really be able to move from it. Go ahead and just describe your kill with the moonbeam.
Oh gosh, okay. This sad, frightened creature, now a single child, now a solitary child watching their siblings die in front of them, running away from the people that are attacking it, and finally getting all that karma caught up in the form of a single point, almost like a drop of it almost looks like rain a little bit. The light drops down onto his snout or nose or whatever he has since human face, and it just blips away. And in that small moment of peace, it's just quiet, and then as Moonbeam just comes out.
Oh god damn.
You just fucking obliterated.
And in that final moment, you hear the Manticore whisper, "I'm coming, brothers." Woof! And it's gone.
Father.
Father, why?
Amazing. And with that, we are out of combat, and we're gonna go ahead and take our break. We're gonna go ahead and take a 10-15 minute break, so we'll be back at either the 15 or the 20-minute mark. So stick around, chat. Thank you so much for being here. Thank you everybody for getting packs and supporting the cast and all that good stuff. We will be right back. Stick around. Welcome back, everybody, to Dungeon of the Mad Mage, episode 3. Thank you for your patience. We're back after a thrilling Manticore brawl. The party has arrived victorious, maybe a little bloodied, maybe a little battered, but still alive, and finding themselves in just a disgusting, rotted room filled with refuse. There's a bunch of doors on every side. And yeah, what do y'all do next?
I'm starting to harvest these Manticore bodies.
Yeah, same.
Yeah, I'm gonna
We're going
make
to
a
be
little
here for a
sandwich.
while.
I will politely decline, but I love your survival instinct and your stick-to-itiveness. And
You don't want to eat no Manticore?
I promised
Oh.
I'd eat this guy.
I'm okay. I really only eat for pleasure, so like I'm okay.
You want to use its tail? It could be like a whip.
That's interesting.
I want to rip off its Manticore tail.
Sure. Go ahead and make me a survival check as you're like harvesting parts from these Manticores. And
All right.
Mel will help.
Okay. Thank God.
What? Hang on. What's your? Okay, never mind.
A 20?
Sure.
Yeah. As you harvest, I'm gonna say from each manticore you harvest 2 days worth of rations of manticore meat, which is very gamey, very gamey. So you get 6 days worth of rations from the various manticores. In addition, you also find, like, as you're just searching throughout the nest, you find a bunch of stuff that seemingly they were housing as their treasure haul. I'll just post that in chat.
Oh, what do they have?
Interesting.
So you find a chain shirt, a flail, a wooden flute, a pouch with 14 silver and 29 copper, a pouch with 21 gold, and a silver necklace with a bloodstone pendant, which you deem to be worth about 250 gold.
I would love that pendant. I'm gonna slide that bad boy onto my body. I look beautiful.
You look beautiful. I'm gonna
Absolutely.
toot the flute.
It's nice. It's made out of like a nice wood, whatever that may be. Cedar or maybe
It's
pine. I don't know much about
A
wood.
nice cherry wood.
Nice cherry wood.
Nice deep.
Definitely, definitely.
Yeah.
It sounds
it's a
nice.
nice walnut. Oh,
I love that they were
good.
like, let's collect our treasure. And one of them is something that they absolutely just can't use. Well, let's see, a chain shirt can't use.
They
A wooden
can't
flute
wear it.
can't use. Okay.
I'm taking the
I-
flute.
I will take the chain shirt if everyone else is good.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah.
I'm not too picky about any of this.
You can even use the chain shirt, right, Mel?
Yeah.
Nice.
So yeah, he's good. He can use it. If it smells, he's going he's going to clean it.
Oh, definitely. It's got some funk. Definitely for sure.
Rubbing it in the corner.
I have a prestidigitation if you would like.
That would be fantastic. Thank
Yeah,
you so
absolutely. I'll
much.
clean that for you.
Are we taking the flail? Who uses a flail?
I'm good. I have
mean-
my weapon of choice.
We can sell it. I've put it in my bag.
Yeah.
Sounds good.
You all can have. If you all want to have the gold, I don't need it. This necklace has made me so beautiful. I am also
Alright.
very, very happy of the color. I imagine. No, I turn myself to make myself look like the vampire again, and I go, now look at it. I am the perfect vampire.
Let's see. There's 4 doors. Is that right?
There
3
are
on the side and then 1 to the south. Is that what I'm seeing?
Yes, there are 4 unopened doors.
Okay. And there's nothing up to the north. I don't know if that's a.
No,
Just
that's just a wall.
okay.
Mhm.
Cool. Are we feeling particular about any door?
Before we proceed, do we want to well,
Toot toot on my flute.
no, let's go ahead. Well, we can open the first one and we'll just prepare ourselves for anything that may or may not come out.
The party
You mean the
strategizing in the background. Gobloidus playing the flute.
Hex
you're thinking
also
that
goes in
door
place.
in the northeast? No,
Mm-hmm.
that was the one you were thinking of. Okay, cool.
Yeah.
Sure, let's try it.
I was trying to do math at the same time. I'm just gonna do this later.
So as you
Help check for traps.
absolutely go ahead and make that investigation, Gobloidus.
I'll help you, Gobble. Give you
Make
that
it-
advantage.
At advantage, yeah, perfect. Double 23s. You do not find this door to be trapped, although it is like a little kind of swollen, kind of similar to what the other door was. You think maybe the excess moisture from like the dead bodies decaying in here might have made the door swell slightly.
Trap free. I'm gonna push it.
Yeah, and the door swings open, not super easily, but it does so with a little bit of finagling. And upon doing so, you find it opens into a large corridor. And that all three of the doors kind of connect to this long corridor, which goes like maybe 100 feet to the south of y'all. It's a little difficult to tell. And but even in the low lighting, you can tell that at about 70 some odd feet away from y'all is something dark covering some of the flagstones in that second half.
Well, since we know all three of these doors connect, we want to try the southern door.
Yeah, we could try it.
Sure.
Go check that one for traps.
Yeah, go and make an investigation.
Bop, bop, bop to the top. A 12.
The door looks again slightly swollen, but untrapped.
Well, then I shall open it, Timbo.
Upon pushing open the door, it swings open easily, and you find on the opposite side is a large desiccated corpse of a basilisk. It's multi-limbs, kind of rotted away, and it's pretty shriveled, laying there. This dead body.
Gobloidus, I might have found a treat for you.
Gobloidus has already just rushed past Henrietta
Fully.
and is like, just, I don't know, just rubbing the carcass to get some slime.
So
is there
Double
like
turkey.
So real quick, as Gobloidus rushes past Henrietta and gets wrist deep immediately into the corpse,
Ew.
where's the rest of the party situating themselves in this moment?
Hex is looking, because Hex is looking like this is some food too. So, are we getting
Gross.
double the rations?
Not on this one.
So as Gobloidus moves in and rushes past, like, again, just wanting to get all up in that goop, Gobloidus, you shove your hands wrist deep into the corpse, just enjoying the muck, enjoying the goop. And as you do so, it's bliss for a moment, but then as your hands are there, you feel an uncomfortable wriggling sensation as busting out of the corpse, 2 giant centipedes emerge. Everybody go in and roll for initiative.
Oh no!
Ah!
Why is everything filled with other things? What is this?
Oh, I didn't.
This ought to be a pretty quick fight, though, if I had to guess.
Okay.
Maybe. Unless the centipedes are filled with smaller centipedes.
Oh god.
Oh!
Just a turducken of this dead basilisk with centipedes and then more centipedes.
Oh, and the aura is going to be gone.
Oh, yeah, let me go ahead and get that. What did you roll as well, Melkiel?
19. Are we able to manually change it? If I roll it again, can I just punch that in?
I think so, yeah.
Okay, let me do that.
Let me
Oh,
know.
yeah.
Let me know if you can't. Okay, perfect. All right, perfect. As Gobloidus, you are wrist deep in this thing, and you would be surprised by this if you didn't notice the telltale glow of your glowing rapier, allowing you not to be surprised by the centipedes bursting out. It is your turn.
Oh, hello there, guys. Let me just poke you with this rapier.
16 will hit. Go ahead and roll damage. Yeah, you just you squish and skewer this bug, and it dies on that one sword blow. It's pretty weak. Anything more?
This is easy, guys.
Splat. As the centipede dies. Melkiel.
Is the token down here for a basilisk, or what is the? There's the 2 centipedes and then an extra token.
Yeah, that was like the dead basilisk.
Oh, okay.
But then I realized that it was actually represented on the map anyways, so I'll just go ahead and take that guy away.
Okay, I just wanted to make sure there wasn't something sneaky.
No, that's a great question, to be honest. So yeah, that is gonna make it your turn, Melkiel.
Alrighty. He's just going to wrinkle his nose at this whole affair and cast Sacred Flame on the other one. It's a Dex 14. Which, I mean, it is a bug. Many legs.
He fails.
Okay, yeah. He's just like, okay, I'm not going in there. Absolutely not. You guys got it.
Have a wonderful time.
My boots on that floor? Absolutely not. He doesn't say this out loud. That's it.
Go ahead and roll that damage.
Oh, a whole 4 points of Sacred Radiant damage.
I'm gonna tell you a secret. These things only have 4 hit points. It explodes
good.
into a burst of
Yeah.
radiant
Gross.
energy, coating Henrietta, who is the only person adjacent.
I'm so sorry.
I'm in hell. I'm in hell.
I'm sorry. I was trying to just, I'm so sorry.
And with that, you're out of combat. You've solved my giant centipede boss.
Wait, were we
Is this
supposed to talk to
this
them?
a
Did they have
puzzle?
innate knowledge? Oh no!
No, not really. You're good.
Yeah. Henrietta
I
just
love the
immediately
puzzles that are not
prestidigitation.
puzzles.
Gross. Oh, awful. Bad. Is there anything else in this room?
Yeah, as you're looking around, you do see that the room does extend a little more southernly. It does have more, 2 directions to go, branching off.
What do I know about basilisks? Is there knowledge about them that exists in the world, or is this just kind of like a monster that we see?
I'll say for that, go ahead and make me a nature check.
I don't know why I have a very high nature, but there we go. Well, it's a 12.
I mean, you know a little bit about basilisks. They're mostly like solitary predators that live in the Underdark. Most of the time, you don't really see them in dungeons like this unless they were captured by the creator of the dungeon or what have you. Looking over this basilisk, though, it does appear that it was like mortally wounded. You see that it clearly was cut up by weapon attacks, and like you see the telltale signs of like fire damage from a fire spell like Firebolt. And in fact, as you're looking it over, you notice that the basilisk is actually curled kind of onto itself, and you notice that it's clutching something in its claws.
Oh, I was gonna try and see if it had like some venom or something I could steal, but hey, something in its claws is interesting to me.
Sure, yeah.
Yeah,
Do you pluck it free?
Yeah, I'll snag it.
Yeah, you kind of wrestle with it for a second because it's like in its like rigor mortis death pose, and so it's like a little tricky to squeeze free. But as you do so, it kind of pops out of the claw's embrace, and you find that you are in possession of a glowing, or a kind of like, it's kind of glowing demurely, almost like it's pretty lightly glowing, and it's like about a fist-sized crystal sphere.
Well, maybe it's like the key, and we'll need it later. So Henrietta will put it into her bag and turn to Gobloidus and say, Gobloidus, my friend, I know you're very good with the scavenging. Do you think you might be able to see if this has some kind of poison sac or something that we might be able to harvest?
Dig sounds in.
Gobloidus, go ahead and make me a nature check as you're again getting wrist deep. 13. It does look like if this were like a fresh basilisk, it might have some kind of poison sac or gland that you might be able to harvest, but it's so desiccated, and it's clear that this thing was killed weeks, if not months ago at this point, so the poison gland has shriveled to the point of unusability.
Okay. Worth a
Sac's
shot.
dry.
Well, let's see. Thank you for trying, Gobloidus. I appreciate you. I don't know. I seem to have picked a very nasty room, so I'm gonna defer to someone else to pick the next direction we go into.
And do we want to go further in, or did we want to see what could have been back towards the left?
Do we see the trail of blood?
Yeah.
Not like directly, because your light sources didn't necessarily like
True.
go that far down, but everybody, like most people in the party, have low light or dark vision, right? So you would have been able to see the differentiation in color from the flagstones, right?
Okay. I'd be like, I want to go down that blood path right there.
Oh, blood paths lead the way.
Okay.
All right, yeah. So do y'all Hex leaves the desiccated corpse and heads back down the hallway that y'all had seen. It looks like everybody is following after.
Yeah.
You're
Yeah, and as you look down this passageway, you see that it opens out into two different directions.
Which way does the blood go?
The blood continues to the east, and you can tell that room to the east opens up into a wider area. To the south is another corridor that extends fairly far, and then there's another curve to it.
Follow the trail?
Yes, let's keep following the blood.
And as you progress further, Hex, with the rest of the party on your heels, you find yourself in a large room with, again, a couple more hallways leading off from it and to the north and to the east.
Oh.
There you go.
I like that.
And in the center room are several tables. But one of the first thing that strikes you about this room is just how much it smells. It stinks in here. There are two 20-foot long tables, 5-foot wide stone, and they're made out of stone, which stand in the middle of the room. And there are like a couple of like things bolted into the ceiling that at first you think might be like torture racks, right? Like the hooks that you would hang torture racks to, but then like at closer inspection, at a second glance, you recognize that they were rods for holding tapestries, and there might have been tapestries there at one point, but they've kind of like deteriorated to dust. But the room, it stinks, and as you're looking around, like the tables themselves appear to just have rotted refuse. Like you see scraps of rotted meat with maggots rolling in it, and it's this room is heinous.
Ah, disgusting. Predigitate all of that away.
And
That's gross even for me.
As you press the digitate, it immediately starts to smell a little bit better.
I want to look around this room, see if I can. Are there any doors? Any caverns?
There are the two passageways to the north, one to the north and one to the east. And as you progress, you do notice that the eastern passage, it does extend down into another tunnel, and the northern passage does as such as well.
All right. Who wants to pick this path?
I do.
I would like to see. Do we see anything at the northern pass? Is this the one that's kind of like closest to when we first walk in, or is that just about as far as we can glean?
It does. I don't think you're able to determine that this northern passage like links up to the initial area that you started from. No.
Okay. I would like to see what could be up here before we proceed any further, just so nothing can sneak up on us.
All right.
All right.
Amazing. So who leads the charge up to the north? Melkiel?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, and as you continue to the north, you find that the corridor terminates at this corner and then turns to the east. And as it does so, it again ends up terminating kind of in like a rough-hewn stone wall, as though somebody had been chiseling it out and had gotten to a part where they stopped.
Interesting.
He'll look and see, and actually he'll do light again. He'll cast light again just to try and get a better look. Does it look like they were just trying to carve out the tunnel, or are there any specific carvings in the walls?
You get the sense that this was just general tunnel expansion, definitely.
Okay.
So many tunnels. Gobloidus is gonna check out the wall to see if there's any opening he can squeeze in.
Sure. Go ahead and make me an investigation check. A 6? No, it's a hard cap to this tunnel, and it doesn't open into any other chambers. It's like you feel like you would be able to feel the breeze coming through Gobloidus, and it's a dead stone tunnel.
Oh well, it's nothing.
Okay. Well, at least I feel a little bit better.
Do we want to check the one to the southeast now?
Oh yeah.
Sounds
Yeah.
good.
See what's down there.
Just as we're passing, I'm going to do some prestidigitation around here because it's nasty. It's gross.
Yeah, absolutely.
Actually, in passing by a second time, can Mel inspect like these stone tables? Is there anything to them, or does it just look like something you would skin game on?
I'm going to say you don't need to roll for this. Looking at the table, it doesn't appear like a workbench of that nature, but it almost appears like a dining table.
Oh. Okay.
And there are still they're kind of in disrepair at this point, but there are still both the tables are flanked by stone benches.
So meals for like a lot of people.
Right, but the scraps that were on the table were totally rotted and disgusting.
Gotcha. All right, we're gonna keep going.
Absolutely, and as you continue down the southeast corridor, it again terminates at an edge, and then turns into another corridor, which again, much like the other way, terminates at rough-hewn stone walls, as if they had been chiseled away. But this way has a door.
Right here? The
Yes.
little boxy thing is?
Yes, the little boxy thing.
Gobloidus claws at the rough hewn stone.
Yes, again, it appears to be just an end to a natural tunnel creation. Mm-hmm. The door, though, is set into the wall and is made of green wood, which is different than the rest of the doors that you've seen up until this point. Mounted on the door is a cast iron carving of a smiling, bearded face, which is like maybe a little sinister.
I would like to take out one of my magic bird sheets and do an etching, like do a charcoal etching where you like put it up against the thing and like rub.
Sure.
And write like, who is the Mad Mage? And then I want to send it to some kind of like news person that I know in Waterdeep.
Fuck yeah, I love that. Do you have a name for this newsie?
I think. Give me a second. Here's what it's gonna be. Oh, what's the give me a second. Yes, the person who I'm sending it to is a newsie from Waterdeep whose name is Cinzy Upton. I'm gonna type that in the.
I love Cinzy Upton. Okay, and Cinzy Upton works for the Waterdeep Broadsheets newspaper called the Deep Sheets.
Yeah, and let me just go double check Magic Bird. I think like there is a weird thing about it where they do have hit points. Okay, Paper Birds. After writing a small message, 50 words or less on a paper bird, the sender whispers the name of the intended recipient. The paper bird magically folds and seals itself and takes flight, taking the most direct route towards the recipient at top speed of 11 kilometers per hour. Upon arrival at the proximity of its recipient, the enchantment wore off, and the paper bird becomes a regular piece of parchment.
Amazing. Then we cut to the yawning portal as a paper bird comes flying at very fast speed out of the well hole.
Yeah.
And everybody in the bar goes, "What?" as it flies out an open window. I love that. Amazing.
I have no real plan with it. It just felt like a funny thing of like there's this random dude. So I'm gonna send that out to my friend, and I'm just sending it to my friend Cinzy. Lovely lad. Wonderful write-up of the end a couple months ago, and I just felt like if anyone would break this story, it'd be him.
Should we be expecting a response from them, or is it a one-way?
Not currently. I mean, he might have access to some sort of message spell or something through his work, but I think currently, as it sits, it might be a bit before we hear from him.
All right.
Plus, paper birds, lovely, lovely mode of communication, but they do take their time.
I like to imagine we cut to Cinzy and like it's a busy reporting room and he's working at his desk diligently and then the bird comes in and then he turns around and it's just Hex with a newsy hat on.
I
Just and it's just like, a new scoop. The Mad Mage. I must get to this fast.
I was imagining that, but then I was like, but you're down here.
Exactly.
Oh, that's hilarious.
Yeah. So there's my that was all I wanted to do. I am terribly interested. Are there any words on it, or is it just the face?
Just the face.
We're in a magic place. I'll knock on the face and say hello.
The face goes, ow. No, it doesn't do that. It says, nothing happens as you knock on the face.
Sure. Worth a shot. You never know.
Bloidus is wearing the mask, and he's gonna come up and kind of mock the face.
Does the face look like the masks?
A little bit. There is like a little bit of a passing resemblance. And Gobloidus, as you're japing your jokes and you're mocking the face, again, no reaction. It's inanimate.
Can we put a mask on the face?
The face is quite a bit bigger. Like it's a pretty big like thing. So like you could put it onto it, but it would only fit over like its nose and like that general section. Like it would still be, the face is still quite large.
All right, never mind. Let's just move. Let's see if we.
This is one of those like
door.
There's a single chair in the room.
Yeah, no, I'm just gonna try to open the door, see what happens.
Sure, yeah, the door opens and it leads into a section of tunnel that it looks like was maybe being worked at one point, but as you look at it further, it seems like it had whatever was being intended on this section was for this section to become was the environment had other plans. As looking out, it appears that this section of tunnel just opens like ravine-like into the Underdark.
Oh.
I'm having a real hard time revealing this for some reason.
It's forbidden knowledge.
The party's not allowed to see it, I guess. Roll20 saying no.
No.
How dare you look into the Underdark?
There we go. So yeah, right about where that pile of bricks is like where kind of like the ground opens up into the Underdark, and as you kind of like peer down, it's kind of like a chasm, almost like just opening into pitch blackness. And with that, I think we're gonna go ahead and call our session there, with the party looking out into the abyss. Thank you so much, everybody, for all the support this stream. Thank you for the subscriptions. Thank you to everybody who bought card packs and used those card packs. Super appreciated. We're gonna go around one last time, so that way my party can you can know where to find my party when we're not playing Dungeon of the Mad Mage. Werewolf, why don't you go first?
Hello, my name is Wherewolfbf. You can find me basically everywhere as Wherewolfbf, which is where, like the question, wolf, and then the letters BF. I do a little bit of everything. I probably am going to start streaming again in the new year. Who knows? But yeah, follow me.
Absolutely. Make sure you follow Werewolf. Also, make sure to follow them on Twitter and other social media platforms. They post a lot of really great content on those as well. Highly recommended. Next, Mishroom.
So I am MishroomSoup. I go by she, him pronouns. You can find me on Twitch. I generally stream indie games. I'm gonna be back at it eventually one day, maybe. Probably after the holidays, because 'tis the season. It's rough. But yeah, I felt that. I felt that noise.
The
So
saddest
yeah,
laugh you've ever heard.
you can find me on Twitch unless everything implodes.
Yeah, I feel like that's a good disclaimer just in general. Next, the SeshCast.
Yeah, again, I'm the SeshCast. I am on Twitter at TheSesh13, the SeshCast on Twitch and on YouTube, and on Spotify or wherever you get your podcast. So come listen. I'll probably start posting more on YouTube in the new year when I get a new capture card.
Beautiful.
Hell
Yeah. Make sure you drop him a follow. Very funny dude. And I think I've even been on, I've been on a few of those those SeshCasts. So make sure you check them out. They're good. They're good stuff. And last but certainly not least, Goldmoon.
Hi, I'm Goldmoon. I play Gobloidus here every 2 weeks on the Mad Mage, so Timber the Wizard's channel, that's where you can catch me.
Hell yeah.
Perfect. Yeah, thank you again, everybody. Thank you, my lovely cast, for joining us, and thank you to all the people in the audience for doing that thing that you do best, being here, chatting, hanging out, supporting us. Again, super appreciated. Thank you again. Our next game is gonna be. When is our next game going to be? Oh my God, the first of January. We'll have to talk about that. I don't know whether or not people are busy, but that's the plan. Maybe we'll do something for Christmas. I don't know. Keep your eyes out. Join the Discord if you want to keep up to date with all that good stuff. You want to chat with the cast. You want to talk about all the fun things that happen on Dungeon of the Mad Mage. That's the place to do it. We also have the Twitter, which is a great place to keep up to date with all that good stuff. But thank you again, everybody, for being here. We're gonna go ahead and raid over into Shake the Box, who is just like a really cool content creator that I've recently found. And they do all kinds of fun stuff. They do tabletop things. We're going to go send them some love. So thank you again, everybody, for being here. And until next time, I hope you stay magical.
Bye.
Bye.